Alright YouTube, what's got Hightower 5000 here today, bringing you Between a Rock quest guide. The requirements for this quest are you must have level 30 defense, 40 mining and 50 smithing. Do note that the mining and smithing can be boosted. You also need to complete Dwarf Cannon and Fishing Contest. The items you'll require for this quest are 4 gold bars, an ammo mould, toolbelt will work, and you also need around 50 coins. Do note as well there is a small boss fight at the end which you will need combat setup and food for, however we will bank before the end of the quest, there's no need to bring that at the start. Finally, once you're ready, you want to make your way to the quest start point, which is to the west of Keldagrim. If you don't know how to get here, which I imagine a lot of people won't, then I'll show you from the Fremennik lodestone. So to get to the quest start point, or if you haven't completed the giant dwarf quest, you want to make your way to where I am, just outside of Keldagrim. You then want to enter into the tunnel, and then once you're in there you want to continue through to your east. So if you haven't completed the giant dwarf quest, you'll need to talk to a dwarven boatman and visit Keldagrim for the first time. You'll then want to make your way down to the southeast of the city and take the minecart to the Grand Exchange and then return. You'll then just want to return on the boat down to this spot here so we can go over and start the quest. So once you're ready to actually get the quest started and go over to the quest start point, you want to go ahead and speak with the dwarven ferryman, not boatman, ferryman, and then select travel, and this will take us over to the other side of the water. From here you want to head up to your north. Do note that you'll have to go round to the east, then north, then come back along to your west. So once you arrive at the quest start point, you want to go ahead and speak with Dondakan the Dwarf. Select option number 2, why are you firing a cannon at a wall? Select option number 1, so why were you trying to get through the rock again? Select option number 1, it sounds interesting. Select option number 2, what do you need me to do? And then that'll be the quest started. So from where we are, we need to enter into the Keldagrim Palace, which is to our northeast. You just want to head east and then cross over the bridge. You then want to head to your south. And then over here there should be a ferryman. You want to go ahead and cross river. This will take us directly over the river. You then want to head back along to your west a bit. And then again you will see the dock. You want to go ahead and speak with the dwarven boatman, not the dwarven ferryman. Go ahead when you're speaking with the dwarven boatman and select travel. This will then take you up to Keldagrim. From here we just need to head south to the palace. You then want to enter through the door. You then need to go ahead and climb up the stairs as we need to go over to the western side of the palace. And then once you get over to the west side, you want to climb back down the stairs. You then want to enter into the room in the middle, and there should be a dwarven engineer. You want to go ahead and speak to him. So from here we need to make our way to the dwarven mines to the north of Falador, which is shown on screen. The best way of getting there is by using the Falador lodestone. Once you arrive, you want to enter into the wee hut to the east. There should be this person called Rolad. Go ahead and speak with. You then want to go down the ladder into the Dwarven Mines, which is just to your south. So you then want to head down to your southeast. And then eventually you should come across some scorpions around about some rocks. You then want to go ahead and kill some of the scorpions. Eventually, after killing a few scorpions, you should get this book page 1. You then want to go a little bit north, and then there should be 2 stationary minecarts. You want to go ahead and search these. If they are not in these 2 minecarts, then they could be in the minecarts over to your west. This is random for every player. It will be in one of the minecarts. As you can see, I found mine in this minecart here. You should get book page 2. A little bit to your south there should be some copper rocks. You want to go ahead and mine these. Eventually you should get book page 3. You'll then assemble these pages together. You then want to head north and climb back up the ladder. You then want to go ahead and re-speak with Rolad. Select option number 1, of course. So you then want to go ahead and read the Dwarven lore which you have just been given. Make sure you go through all the pages. And then you want to close out of that. So from here we need to return to Dondakan. You have 2 ways of returning to him. This is where the quest started. You can either do what I'm going to do, teleport to the Fremennik lodestone, and then there is a cave entrance to the northeast which you would have seen at the start of the video, entering through there and then return to him. Or alternatively, you can go to the Varrock Grand Exchange to the northwest of the grounds, and with the Grand Exchange wall there is a trapdoor which you can climb down. This will then take you in a minecart into Keldagrim, and then once you arrive you just want to make your way back to Dondakan. So once you arrive back, go ahead and speak with him. So you then want to go ahead and use a gold bar on him. So for this next part we need to make our way to a furnace. As you can see there is a furnace over by the east of the city. It turns out though that actually takes quite a while to get there at the time you actually do the boat sailings, and then you actually walk around there and then walk all the way back. So it might be quicker for you, for example, to leave and go to another which is closer to a lodestone such as Lumbridge. So once you arrive at a furnace you want to go ahead and use your gold bar on it. You then want to select option number 1, yes. You'll then eventually make a golden cannonball. So from here we need to return to Dondakan. So once you arrive back you want to go ahead and use your golden cannonball on him. Select option number 1, yes, I'm sure this will crack open the rock. Select option number 1, so you want me to fire me into the rock. Select option number 2, I can't argue with that, shoot me in. You'll then be given a schematic. So from here you need to head south, and then we want to cross back over the river again. You then want to head back over to your west, and then you want to speak with the Dwarven boatman and travel with him. This will then take us back up to Keldagrim proper. You then want to enter the palace again, climb up the stairs, go over to your west, and then climb back down the stairs to where the Dwarven engineer was. You then want to enter back into the middle room. And you then want to go ahead and re-speak with the Dwarven engineer. You'll then be given another schematics. So there should be an anvil up against the northern wall in the room you're in. You want to go ahead and smith at that. You then want to select option number 2, golden helmet, and you should then create a gold helmet. So from here you want to make your way to the Taverley lodestone. The best way of getting there is by using the Taverley lodestone. Once you arrive at the lodestone, you just want to go a little bit north, and then you should eventually come across this cave entrance beside the field of flax. You then want to go ahead and enter through the cave, and then you'll land up down here with more dwarfs. Somewhere in the pub you'll find Korvac, a Dwarven engineer. Go ahead and speak with him. Just select option number 1, no, I've had enough of buying drinks for people. And then you'll be given another piece of the schematics. So you then want to go ahead and read through the Dwarven lore again. Select option number 1, yes. And then this should give you a base schematics part. You then want to go ahead and assemble, and then you should get something like this. So you want to go ahead and unselect and show everything. So go ahead and untick all these 6 radio buttons at the side. You then want to go ahead and show and then select schematic 1. As you can see, there is a cross roughly there. You then want to get that into the cross into the background. It should look roughly something like that. You then want to go ahead and show and select schematic 3. As you can see, there are trousers. These need to line up with the trousers in the background. You should get something roughly like that. Finally, you want to go ahead and show and select schematic 2. You then want to go ahead and move your schematic 2 into this rough place here. Unfortunately, I completed it there, and that means I can't go ahead and show you everything. But if I go ahead and close out of that, that should now be complete. If you are still struggling, go ahead and pause it and then watch back what I did. Each schematic will have a part that lines up with the part of the page from the book, so from that you should be able to solve it anyway. So for some reason, if you're not ready for combat, we are going to be fighting some 72 to 80 enemies. You want to bring at least your gold helmet and the schematic along for this as well. If you do have any other items in your inventory, then you can get rid of them. Go ahead and get yourself a combat setup if you've not already got that going, and you might want to bring some food as well. However, note, you need to keep at least 15 free inventory slots for this next part. So from here, we need to head back to Dondakan. While you're making your way back there, that might be a good time to go ahead and bank. You then want to go ahead and wear your golden helmet and then re-talk to him again. Select option number 1, you may fire when ready. You'll then go into an interactive cutscene. When you get the chat options, you just want to continue through the chat. Do note, once you're inside the cave, do not remove the helmet or you will have to restart. You then want to click to continue. You'll then land up in this cave here. So as you can see, there are gold rocks around you. You want to go ahead and mine these. You want to mine between 6 and 15 ores, and then you want to head into the center room, which is just to our east. The more rocks you have, the easier fight it is going to be. If you're super confident with combat, go ahead and mine just like 6. If you're not, then go ahead and mine closer to 15. So once you've got between 6 and 15 ores, I believe I've got 11, you want to enter into the middle room, which is to your east. You will have to jump through a wall of flame. You'll then go into a cutscene. You then want to continue into the middle of the room. You then want to jump the wall of flame. Continue through the chat, and then as you can see here, a monster will spawn. Go ahead and kill it. Once that's done, you'll then get teleported back to the quest start point. You then want to go ahead and speak with Dondakan once more. And congratulations, you've completed Between a Rock. You're rewarded with 2 quest points, 5,000 defense, mining and smithing XP, along with a rune pickaxe and 2 treasure hunter keys. Thank you very much for watching this quest guide. Please leave a like, rating, subscribe if you are new around here. Go down into the description below and check out my other quest series playlist, where I'm sure I'll be able to help you out with another quest. And that's all for this video, so thank you very much for watching. My name is Hightower 5000 and I'm out. Adios.